Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Episode 85 of Survival of the Fit, your favorite podcast in the history of the world. You're listening to your favorite co-host in the history of the world. My name is Joe Williams, aka Pedro, and we got none other than Ian Pierno in the building today. And we got a couple special guests. Would you guys like to introduce yourselves?
Boy, all right, I'll go first. Royce O'Neale, Brooklyn Nets. Appreciate y'all for having me on the podcast.
And I'm Chloe Jackson, former WNBA player turned stylist.
Thanks what's up. That's great. We were talking before. I'm so excited to hear your story. But before we hear your like individual journey from WNBA player to stylist, I'd just love to hear about how y'all met and how you guys started working together. You know, things like that.
I was actually at Baylor for alumni week. And then that was the first time I met Chloe through one of my old teammates, Ishmael. I went to Baylor, before Chloe did. So we just missed each other. And then after that, probably the next year is when we really introduced herself and, myself, and then kind of just took off from there.
Chloe, what do you remember from that meeting at Alumni Week?
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna let Royce tell that. Royce can tell that.
Oh, we got a legendary story coming up. Watch out, guys.
I feel like there's something coming here.
It's a funny story though, because I had went, and then my old teammate Ishmael Wainwright, he was like, "Yo, one of the girls on the girls team asked you about you," and I was like, "Oh, who?" And then he was like, "Chloe." And I was like, okay. And I was just like, see what, because I wasn't there for that long. So, but so then he just introduced us. But it was just funny.
Yeah.
Then what?
I think, no, it's funny because I think I came in, because we would always go in and watch the boys practice after we finished practicing. So we was coming back from the locker room. And we was like, oh, they playing pickup. So four of us went in there and we sitting there watching them play pickup and stuff. And so obviously me just being me, I told my friend, I'm like, okay, who is this dude? Trying to figure out who he was, because he obviously wasn't on the roster that year. And so, yeah, that's kind of, how that went. Follow each other on Instagram. And we have been following each other since back when I was in college.
So then eventually that became a partnership because you're Royce's stylist. How did the wheel start spinning on that?
Yeah, so after the WNBA season, I decided to, start my own business as a stylist. And obviously for me, that meant, reaching out to some of the guys that I had networked with before, some of the people who were my friends, that would kind of give me that opportunity to get my foot in the door. And so Royce was, gratefully, I got my dog walking around and stuff, but gratefully he gave me the opportunity. And since then we've been working with each other every year. So this is going on the third year me working with him, or second full year me working with him. So yeah.
That's what's up. Royce, do you remember the first outfit that you guys did together, or the first outfit that you tried on at a fitting?
Ooh, the first outfit. I don't know. I gotta think. I gotta look all the way archives. I gotta look back all the way back there.
Right.
Yeah, I'll send that to you. We'll bring up the first outfit and I'll send that to you.
We can post it right after this.
I remember it. I think it was just it was a rude hoodie, and also it was a rude hoodie and some Montclair pants that were that same orange in the rude hoodie. I think we did that. I don't even remember.
I remember this. I feel like I remember this.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That's what's up. That was
the first one.
Before we talk a little bit more about y'all though, Chloe, I really want to know what was it like making that decision? So for everyone that doesn't know, Chloe went to Baylor. You won a natty, drafted by the Chicago Sky, played there your rookie year. You made the all LeagueFits team. And then the next year you became a stylist. What was like the process of like making that decision? Like, where was it a thing where like you saw like, because you were like a fan favorite on LeagueFits, you saw how much people fucked with what you were wearing and you were like, oh shit, like maybe there's something more in fashion, or is that was something that you like always kind of wanted to do?
Well, fashion was like always a passion of mine. But I think, with your platform and like how you guys utilize that and, broadcasting people's outfits, I really kind of went into my rookie season wanting to be like, looked at as like one of the best in fashion for the WNBA. And so that was kind of my mindset going into that year. So every single time I'm going to a game, I'm dressing up. Well, home games, away games, we didn't dress up back then. So I wanted to do that and kind of wanted to get more viewers coming to my page for fashion instead of basketball. So I kind of wanted to change that whole thing and kind of, be a little bit different. And so that was my way of doing that. And then once I went overseas, played in Poland after the WNBA season, and I just started thinking about different things that I'm passionate about and something that I would be interested in. And honestly, just talking with my parents, the support from them, just kind of your door for me to be like, hey, I'm just going to go into it. I don't really know exactly what I'm doing, but I'm gonna figure it out as I go. And I've always been like that, where it's like, if I'm passionate about something, I'm going to take a dive and take a leap of faith. And so that's just what I did.
And it's worked out pretty well for you.
Yeah. When did your like interest in fashion like first start? Because you mentioned like you're passionate about it, but like how old were you when you like first were like, I love like fashion?
I think I was about 14. I actually went to a private high school, so I couldn't exactly like dress up every day, but it was like little things that I would notice. I would find myself doing with my uniform, trying to be like stand out and be different. And from there, like whenever we had like a dress down day, I would go in it and like, always put on a little fit, and everybody would kind of notice me as being like this fashionable person. And then from then it just kind of grew. When I finally got a little bit more money, I could, kind of go out and get my own things when I got to college, and it kind of even grew even more from then. So.
Okay, wait.
That's what's up.
Can we talk more about these dress down day? Do you remember like the best dress down day fit that you've ever like curated for yourself in high school?
Yeah. Did you like plan these? Were these like laid out on the bed? Like it was like, this is the Friday's dress down day.
Yes. Like we would have them like, it would be once like every 2 months on a Friday, like a random Friday. And I remember like literally planning the fits like on a Monday, like, oh, it's a dress down day on Friday, I'm gonna be ready. So I actually don't remember. I think one day I just wore like some baggy cargo pants, and I want to say like some jacket from Urban Outfitters that I got like back in the day. And I just thought it was the flyest thing ever. I got my first pair of Jordans, the cool grays, 11s. I couldn't wait to wear those to school. So I just remember that like it was yesterday getting my first pair of J's as a kid.
So you were already a stylist then. You were already planning outfits. So
yeah,
like it was already like in the cards, and you didn't even know it.
Exactly.
You brought up playing in Poland, and Royce, you played some in Europe too, right?
Yeah, I was in Germany and Spain. When you're
That's what's up. So I would love to hear kind of like how playing in Europe, like, did you guys learn anything more about fashion there, or have your taste adjusted? Like aside from basketball, what was it like in that experience? Like just style wise, what did you like learn or pick up or just see?
I mean, for myself, it was like, I mean, I'm not gonna lie, a lot of people shopped in Zara, and like I kind of like Zara because like over then, like then it was like some styles I can like just try to like put together, But I mean, just like kind of just like the baggy look a little bit. Like a lot of my teammates wore that, like different stuff, like the skinny jeans was kind of then, but like I wasn't really a big fan of them. But I'm probably say like more like just like designer t-shirts and stuff like that. And then probably like probably like a hoodie on or something like that, or like a flannel to like wrap around. It was more like my overseas like style.
I hear that. So I guess you've played in so many cities and even countries. What is your favorite? And you can't include Brooklyn. But what is your favorite city that you've played in, like fashion style wise?
I mean, of course, Brooklyn,
Yeah, that's cheating.
I feel like, Miami, when I go back home to Texas, me and Chloe always put together a couple of like fly fits for that. But I would probably say like those cities, Phoenix is another one that, the style is different. So
nah, you got to pick one. You can't make a list. You got to pick one.
We got a list of 3. You got to narrow it down to one.
Because I love like, the different looks and shopping and everything.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say Brooklyn though, just because of variety.
Cheating. Anyone can say Brooklyn.
Miami.
All right.
Is that because you're in Miami right now? Are you in Miami right now?
I've been shopping a lot this summer, so.
Okay, Chloe. Royce has a game against the Miami Heat tomorrow. It's hot as hell. It's July. It's an exhibition. Whatever. What are we getting dressed in? Like the Casablanca set? What's Miami fashion to y'all?
I feel like that's a lot of people's go-to is the Casablanca set. I'm not gonna lie, or like a literally like a matching 2-piece set, nice shirt and shorts. I know Royce, he loves Dior. Dior is one of his favorite, luxury brands. So he would probably already have like a set he already bought, and I'm like, okay, well this is easy. Let's do that. But if I'm coming in, I gotta pick the fit. I like the Prada mesh shirt, sleeveless, with some nice, like a nice bright shorts, like that yellow or white type of thing to make it pop a little bit. I like those, that Prada set is fire. So do something like that. Maybe a bucket hat. He likes bucket hats as well. So
I like that. I was having a debate with someone recently. I forget who it was. But it's hot. It's super hot in Miami. Where do we stand on dogs out in the tunnel? Like, we go in sandals? Like,
wow.
I'm a firm believer that like sandals and shit is cool, but like you can't have your dogs out in the tunnel.
nah.
I mean, I can go get mine done the day before, and I'm still not wearing them.
That's my guy.
So we're still wearing sneakers.
Oh,
this is still an anti-toe podcast. We're like 85 episodes in. We still don't rock with toes. That's crazy.
This is an anti-toe podcast.
That's crazy.
At least,
I'm not gonna lie. I'm for sure guilty of like going to the grocery store with my toes out, and I'm
that's
like,
different. You go into the grocery.
I'm different for that. I'm different.
No, yeah, bro. Going to the grocery store is not the same as pulling up to let 20,000 people watch you play basketball.
Yeah.
It's no offense, Joe. There's no Hoppa Blonde outside the Ralphs in San Jose.
Yeah. Unfortunate. Has anybody like had their toes out in the tunnel? I can't even think of anything that comes to recollection.
Jimmy Butler.
I think
plays in Miami.
Jimmy Butler's different.
The only person you guys like Steven Adams, because he always wore flip flops.
Oh yeah, Steven Adams. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's like his thing. Okay, wait. Rewinding a little bit though, we touched on Brooklyn, but you've played with the Jazz, who have like a bunch of LeagueFits stars. What was that locker room environment kind of like? Like, was it competitive? Like, do you guys talk a lot? What was that environment like, fashion wise?
I mean, it was competitive, like over like past 2 years. Especially like once JC started, his variety. We already knew what he was bringing into the team. So it was like, he was kind of the guy like everybody like wanted to match up with. Donovan. Donovan, over the past 2 years, he took a big leap, his swag. But no, every day, especially every like game day or even like outside events, like we'd be like, yo, like what you rocking today? And or like something like, and it was always like, all right, who come in with the best outfit, or try to make LeagueFits or like GQ or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it was always a competition thing with us.
I love that because me and Joe can go out to the lamest event in the city, and we'll be texting like, what are you going to wear tonight? What are you going to wear tonight? So it makes me feel a little bit better knowing that like everyone's favorite NBA players are also in the group chat. Like, what y'all wearing tonight?
Yep.
Right.
So you are going to Brooklyn. I have to imagine that both of you guys are so excited for so many reasons. Obviously, New York Fashion Week will be in your backyard, but also New York is just the fashion capital of the world. I would just love to hear you guys talk about how, what you guys are planning for this year, or just the general excitement.
I mean, I feel like Chloe got some some creative things lined up. She probably already been plotting in the back of her head. So I'm really just let her do her thing. I mean, I have like, brands that like, I have relationships down here, like, Amiri, like Dior, and like Balenciaga and all. Rude, gallery department. I try to do a variety of like different stuff. Try not to get the stuff everybody wears, but I mean, it'd be the first fashion week I ever go to. I mean, Chloe just went to, the Paris one. I was gonna go, but it was too last minute. So I'm excited for this one,
Yeah.
So
New York's a lot of fun.
You telling all the people, if they need a tall model, I'll walk for them.
Ooh.
But we're working on that for sure.
If you could pick one show to walk in, any brand, any city, what would you pick?
Ooh, one brand? That's tough. I think maybe Amiri. If I had to, you making me pick one. I got too many. Like, I just want to be naming. Like,
we're gonna get another list of 3.
Okay, but why Amiri? You actually came up with that answer pretty quick. If that was the first one that came in your mind, that's your answer.
Yeah, like recently, down here, they had one invited me to it. It was pretty dope event.
That's what's up.
The real question, would you walk in the Amiri show if they told you had to walk with your toes out? Fashion Week, you're walking, but you had to walk with your toes. Where you still, and you gotta
wear the skinny biker jeans. If they're like, yo, you walk in, but dogs out, and you wearing the skinny biker jeans.
That's crazy.
Chloe's like,
but you know what? I think I might have to do one time exception, just because it's a.
Dude, a fashion show is art. Like a runway show is not the same as like dressing up to go to a game. Like, you guys see that Shea Gilgeous-Alexander walked in Paris?
Yeah.
He walked in the Tom Brown show and like he had like his belly button out. It was a crazy ass outfit. And people in the comments were like, bro, that shit is so crazy. What the hell this dude doing? And I was like, y'all, like, this isn't the tunnel. Like, it's a runway show. Like, it's art. Like, you're supposed to like push the boundaries a little bit. You know what I mean? Like, hell no, he's not gonna wear that to fucking Delilah. But like it's an art show. That's what a runway show it is. It's art. It's not streetwear.
Yeah, so I think I'll rock that. For the runway show. I'll rock that.
Okay, I could see you in the Amiri show. That would be pretty sick. Since LeagueFits technically is basketball, Chloe, I have to imagine you're the only stylist in the world that played professional basketball at like an extremely high level. So you kind of know like the schedules, and just norms in the basketball world. How has that helped you style basketball players?
Yeah, I think honestly, like when I'm getting clients or speaking to any of my clients or anything, I already like they know that I know that and that I've played at that level. So I bring in a different kind of like a different level to everything because I've already been there and done that. And so I think with all of that comes understanding, as well as even when I'm putting fits together, like first and foremost, you want to be comfortable. At the end of the day, like you got to put this fit back on after the game, So I think I bring that to bringing in any new clients or when I'm speaking to new people, I kind of bring that to the table. So
I love that. Royce, is that something that you noticed when you guys started working together? She just knew more about this world that you work in.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, definitely. I mean, her experiences and like even like when she's looking at what outfits to bring and like the schedule, like just how she coordinates everything and how she plans it.
I hear that.
That's water, bro.
Chloe, I remember when you played for Chicago, you had like some of like the craziest like on-court swag too. Like you had like the single leg sleeve and like things like that. When are you going to like start offering that as a package deal? It's like, yo, you put me on retainer, I'll style you for your on-court look as well. When's that coming?
Look, we can pitch that right now to Royce. Let's see.
yeah, Royce, what you think? What you think? If she includes on-court styling in the package you guys have set up, would you take that?
Hey, I mean, as long as I look good, I'm all right. Look good, play good, right?
There we go.
That's the thing we ask everyone: is look good, play good a science?
I mean, most definitely it is.
Hell yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
So I would love to, before we head out, I just want to hear about your guys' long-term fashion goals. Obviously, Chloe, you're still like what? You've been doing this for 2-3 years?
2 years, yeah.
Yeah, so you got a long way to go. Royce, you're peaking when it comes to fashion right now. Like the past year or two, I've seen some of your best looks. Where do you guys want all of this to take you?
As far as we can take it, fashion shows, like, endorsements, like, or collabs with like brands. I mean, just, be on top of the fashion world. I mean, I feel like, my, love for it as well. And then hers, put together, I feel like, things are going to come well and, big things ahead.
I love that. Mm-hmm. Chloe, what about you?
Yeah, I mean, just what he said. I think my main goal in all of this is obviously like to, and at the end of the day, like create connections for them in the fashion world, because I do feel like that the NBA tunnel is the new fashion runway. So when they realize that and kind of invest a little bit into it up front, I feel like it's going to come 10 times fold on the back end. So hopefully, like you said, marketing deals. Fashion. I would love to see him walk in a fashion runway. And honestly, yeah, like just keep networking, and hopefully he can save a little bit more money on buying clothes, and hopefully get more coming in from brands, wanting him to wear their outfits, wanting them to wear their stuff on the in the runway. I'm in the tunnel.
Well, one good thing about Brooklyn is those pictures. Those pictures are always super crispy. And they always get them. You've walked in there before, it's like the all black, right? Are you excited for now that you get 41 games of that instead of like 1 or 2?
Oh yeah, definitely. I mean, more fits, more camera time. I'm ready for it for sure.
That's always a good thing. Well, I just wanted to say thanks to you guys for coming on today. I'm so excited to see how the season goes for both of you guys.
Appreciate you having us for sure. Definitely.
Thank you for having us.
Brooklyn, let me know.
Definitely, I'll be out there. I might pop out in September. If I do, I'll say what's up to you guys.
So, yeah, we'll be there. So.
Definitely. Please do.
All right. I'll be easy.
All right, see you guys.
Yo, go follow Survival of the Fitted wherever you get your podcasts. And then have 3 of your friends follow the podcast. And then have 3 of their friends follow the podcast. And then boom, it's the LeagueFits Pyramid.